Today we are going to discuss the next and important point of the chapter, that is Einstein's photoelectric effect. Of course, this photoelectric effect, which was discussed by the scientist Albert Einstein in the year 1921, and for his discovery in the year 1921 he got Nobel Prize. In the year 1930, sorry, in the 1920. Fine. So this is the important point of this chapter, Einstein's photoelectric equation. Till last lecture we discussed the different conditions for variations of the accelerating potentials, variations for the frequencies, variations for the intensities with respect to photoelectric current, and also we have seen the work function definition. Okay, so work function definition was the minimum energy or the frequency required to eject the electron from the outer surface of the metal. That energy or that frequency is said to be a work function. It was denoted by a symbol phi 0. So this we had to discuss last lecture. Phi 0, it is said to be a work function. Also it can be written as a h nu 0, because mu 0 is what? Minimum frequency at which photoelectrons eject from the outermost orbit of the metal and passes through the circuit and carries the electrical current. So all these phenomena are just interrelated. What happens to the photoelectric current if you increase the frequency, increase the intensity of light, or increase the accelerating potential? And also we have seen the concept regarding the stopping potential, the minimum potential at which the photoelectric current reduces to zero, and that potential is said to be stopping potential. And the potential at which photoelectric current reduces to zero means their kinetic energy, maximum kinetic energy reduces to zero. So this we have seen for the definition of stopping potential. Okay. So using this basic concept, we are going to see the Einstein's photoelectric equation. A very simple concept it is, which was discussed by the scientist Einstein. So there is a one metal surface. Okay. The basic phenomenon is one metal surface, photon of particular energy is equal to h nu falling on the metal surface. Metal surface consists of number of electrons, because this is the metal which is made up of number of atoms. Okay, number of atoms consists of number of outermost valence electrons, and when these valence electrons receive the energy from the photon, break the bond from the nucleus and eject from the outermost orbit, passing through the circuit and carries the electrical current. That was a photoelectric current. Okay, and the effect is said to be photoelectric effect. Electron eject due to what? Incidence of photon. So photon ejects the electron, and these ejected photoelectrons carries the electric current. That's why that effect was Einstein's photoelectric. Photons produces electric current. That is said to be photoelectric current. So photon is equal to h nu strikes. Okay, electron eject from the surface and passing through the circuit produces electric current. And this electron, that you know, these electrons are called as the photoelectrons. Okay, so photon produces electric current. Photons produces electric current. That's why it is said to be photoelectric effect. And this photoelectric effect, which was discussed by the scientist Einstein, he made one postulate regarding the quantization of energy. So what is meant by the concept of quantization? So this is the new word to you, quantize or quantization. We know, see, energy coming from sun reaching on the earth's surface, that energy is said to be continuous. But first time the scientist Max Planck, he put forth his idea that whatever the continuous radiation, if we divide the continuous radiation into number of small radiations, so energy of this small radiation is said to be is equal to h nu. This is energy of one photon. Second energy of photon is what? Again is equal to h nu. Third energy of electron, again here is equal to h nu. Means what happened? Continuous energy divides into discrete energy. This is said to be discrete. Continuous energy divides into discrete energy. Each quanta has its own frequency, has its own energy. Means if one this is equal to h falls on the electron, electron eject. Second energy is equal to h falls on the electron, second electron eject. Third is equal to h energy falls on the electron, third electron will also eject. So this is said to be discrete energy. So this discrete energy is nothing but the quantization of energy. Continuous energy divides into discrete energy. This process is called as the quantization of energy. So keep in mind, in the book there is a heading that Einstein's quantization of the energy and its a photoelectric equation. I have written only here Einstein's photoelectric equation. So what is quantization? It is said to be the distribution of continuous energy into discrete energy. It is that process is called as a quantization. म्हणजे बघा इथं काय झाली, एनर्जी क्वांटाइज झाली, म्हणजे प्रत्येकाची व्हॅल्यू वेगळी आहे. इज इक्वल टू h म्हणजे तीन फोटॉनची एनर्जी किती आहे, h आहे, बरोबर. म्हणजे हा एक स्मॉल फोटॉन झाला, याला आपण काय म्हणतो, इट इज कॉल्ड एज द फोटॉन और इट इज आल्सो कॉल्ड एज द क्वांटा. It is also called as a quanta. One photon is said to be one quanta. Why it is said to be one quanta? Because it is the quantization, it is the quantized energy of total energy जी सन कडून अर्थ वरती फॉल होते त्या टोटल कंटिन्यूअस एनर्जीचा एक स्मॉल पार्ट आहे, एक डिस्क्रीट पार्ट. So this is one quantized energy. That's why this photon is also called as the quanta of the continuous radiation. So keep in mind this concept is very important. Quantization of energy is equal to hν. This is again energy of photon, or this is again energy of a single quanta. So keep in mind, quanta is nothing but quantization of energy, which is always E is equal to hν. Okay. Now we see what Einstein made the equation. E is equal to hν falls on the metal surface, electron eject from the metal surface. But what actually happens inside the metal? Inside the metal there is an atoms, positive charge nucleus. I can consider the last valence electron. Photon striking on the metal means photon striking on the electron is equal to hν. Okay, electron is bonding with some energy with respect to this positive charge nucleus. But when energy is equal to this binding energy, electron eject from the atom and electron carries the electric current. This was the atomic model. But if you look inside the atom, then what happens? This we have discussed in the last year 11th standard, valence band and conduction band. Suppose this is one metal or alkali metal, sodium has its own valence band and conduction band. Suppose band gap energy for the sodium, if I use this material, metal surface is said to be sodium, then band gap for the sodium is suppose 1 electron volt. Now photon is striking on the valence band. I am not going to discuss how valence band is formed. Already we have discussed these things, how valence band is formed and how the conduction bands are produced after the valence band. Number of electrons are present. Out of that, 1 electron requires the energy to jump from valence band to the conduction band. Then how much minimum energy required for the electron? How much minimum energy required to eject the electron? Minimum energy should be 1 electron volt, so that it can jump from valence band to the conduction band. Suppose incident energy of the photon is equal to hν is incident energy is 2 electron volt. Okay, so incident energy I can write here as a incident energy, it is said to be E. Okay, out of these 2 electron volt, 1 electron volt energy supplied to the electron to break the bond from its own orbit to the nucleus. याच्यामध्ये गॅप आहे, बँड गॅप किती आहे बघा, 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट आहे. म्हणजे हा जो काही बॉन्डिंग आहे हा ब्रेक करायला एनर्जी किती द्यायला पाहिजे, कमीत कमी 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट. सो दॅट इलेक्ट्रॉन इजेक्ट फ्रॉम द व्हॅलेन्स बँड अँड गोज टू दी कंडक्शन बँड. So out of 2 electron volt, 1 electron volt energy is given to electron to eject from its valence band to jump into the conduction band. And when electron comes into the conduction band, then what happens? Already it received the energy 2 electron volt. out of 2 electron volt, 1 electron volt energy is used by the electron from the photon to eject from the valence band and jump into the conduction band. And out of these two, one is already provided to eject from Bb to Cb, and remaining 1 electron volt, where it has gone? Out of 2, one is used to excite the electron from Bb to Cb, and remaining 1 electron volt energy is used to increase the kinetic energy of the electron. Once electron comes into the conduction band, it is under motion, so its kinetic energy is said to be 1/2 mv square. Now see, incident energy is 2 electron volt, minimum energy required to eject the electron is 1 electron volt. Out of 2, 1 is used to eject the electron, and remaining 1 electron volt energy is provided to increase the kinetic energy of the electron in the conduction band. So whatever input is there, it is utilized in the output. इनपुट किती आहे 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट, त्यापैकी 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट एनर्जी दिली इलेक्ट्रॉनला इजेक्ट करण्यासाठी, राहिलेली 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट एनर्जी कुठे गेली? इट इज यूज्ड टू इनक्रीज द कायनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रॉन इनटू द कंडक्शन बँड. सो आय कॅन राईट हियर टोटल एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू बघा आता आपल्याला माहिती आहे इथून इलेक्ट्रॉन इजेक्ट झाला कंडक्शन बँडला, द मिनिमम एनर्जी ऑर फ्रिक्वेन्सी गिवन टू द इलेक्ट्रॉन to eject from the metal surface, that energy, that frequency is called as the work function. हे तुम्हाला मगाशी सांगितलं की work function phi 0, it can be written as a h nu 0. This is said to be phi 0, it is said to be h into nu 0. Nu 0 is what? Minimum frequency at which electron eject from the valence band and excite from this valence band to the conduction band. So that is said to be a work function. So out of 2 electron volt energy used to excite the electron, that is the threshold frequency, plus remaining energy is used to increase the kinetic energy of electron, therefore what is E? Is equal to incident energy. So incident energy is h nu is equal to work function, here it is said to be nu 0, h nu 0 plus 1/2 mv square. So incident energy, out of that, part of energy used to eject the electron from metal surface and part of energy is used to increase the kinetic energy of the electron. So this is the, I can say, maximum kinetic energy of the electron. ठीक है? So h nu is equal to h nu 0 plus 1/2 mv square. Now see the next condition here. Incident energy, this is the input and this is said to be output. h nu is equal to h nu 0 plus 1/2 mv square. But we know one condition, that's stopping potential. The potential at which kinetic energy of photoelectrons reduces to 0 and photoelectric current stops. That potential is said to be stopping potential. Stopping potential. We know stopping potential is what? It is EVS. Always equal to what? 1/2 mv square maximum kinetic energy. This relation you know. Stopping potential always EVS is equal to 1/2 mv square into max. So when we put the value of EVS, what will be the equation for this? In terms of energy, h nu is equal to h nu 0 plus 1/2 mv square can be written as a E into Vs. 1/2 mv square can be written as a E into Vs. Therefore, I am going to write the different forms. This is in terms of frequency. H nu minus h nu 0 is equal to EVS. Therefore, nu minus nu 0 common is said to be h is equal to EVS. Therefore, frequency of incident radiation minus threshold frequency nu 0 is equal to EVS. This is one form in terms of frequency, Einstein's photoelectric equation. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Einstein's photoelectric equation in terms of frequency is mu minus mu 0 is equal to EVS, and here h nu is equal to h nu 0 plus 1/2 mv square. This is also said to be Einstein's photoelectric equation in terms of kinetic energy. Again, from equation 1, see the equation 1, h nu is equal to, shall I write this h nu 0 is equal to phi 0, because phi 0 is what again? Work function. Okay, phi 0 बघा मगाशी आपण काय बघितलं होतं, phi 0 ची व्हॅल्यू आठवते का बघा, phi 0 काय होतं, h nu 0 होतं ना. ओके, so phi 0 plus 1/2 mv square max, but if you put the value of 1/2 mv square max as EVS, therefore h nu is equal to phi 0 plus EVS, therefore phi 0 is equal to h nu minus EVS. Phi 0 is equal to h nu minus EVS. Again, this is the Einstein's equation, photoelectric equation in terms of work function. In book they have given only one form for the Einstein's photoelectric equation. In general, what is that photoelectric equation? Incident energy is equal to threshold energy plus maximum kinetic energy. Out of incident energy, part of incident energy is used to eject the electron, and remaining part of energy is used to increase the kinetic energy of the electron. That is said to be a Einstein's photoelectric equation. That is said to be Einstein's photoelectric equation. So this is equation in terms of energy, this is Einstein's photoelectric equation in terms of frequency, and this is Einstein's photoelectric equation in terms of work function. So a very simple concept, it is Einstein's photoelectric equation. It can be asked for the 2 to 3 marks in the examination. So in the next lecture we are going to see the dual nature of radiation and matter, and then we will see the last part of this chapter. Okay, we can stop here.